welcome back to the channel. We have a very exciting news today, and that is we got a new car.
And today we are going on our very first and short road trip on this new car to Canmore. So let's take you guys there, and then we'll talk about some really important things such as why did we buy a car, why an SUV over a sedan, why this particular car, and how much a car does cost in Canada, and how was our overall car buying experience. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. So as most of you know that we landed in Canada in July 2019, so it's been more than 3 years now, and we have actually survived without a car for more than 3 years because we were living close to subway stations and we both were working from home, so we never felt the need of a car. And also because none of us is a party animal, so we don't go out much, but we did definitely miss traveling. Because if you don't know, then domestic travel in Canada is actually expensive, be it via train or airplane. So the best way to actually explore Canada or explore your province is by car.
Now since we have moved to Calgary, Calgary is anyways a driving city. Plus it's a smaller city, hence the public transport is not that extensive. And also since we are now closer to mountains, we wanted to be able to drive to the mountains, hence we wanted a car. Also, we have been saving little by little for a big down payment so that we could afford a car of our choice instead of compromising. Also, Calgary is known for a lot of snow, so we knew it would be difficult to do groceries on foot once we are here.
And one big reason was that we eventually want to buy a house, and for that you need to explore the city and the neighborhoods, and doing that using a public transit is probably not a great choice because then you get limited to the places that you can explore, but having a car makes it very easy to navigate the city. So yeah, I mean, these were some couple of reasons that we finally decided to buy a car. So now let's talk about why did we buy an SUV over a sedan. Again, we had a couple of reasons for it. So if we would have been in Toronto, we may have opted for a sedan. In fact, we were actually considering a Toyota Camry. But as I said, that it snows a little more in Calgary. For example, if it's 3 centimeters snow in Toronto, then it could be a 5 centimeters snow in Calgary. Though this amount of snow does not make much of a difference in temperatures because winters are winters. I mean, you'll feel cold in -15 and you will feel cold in -20 as well. But the amount of snow actually makes a difference in driving. Hence, you need a high ground clearance, which generally SUV can provide and not a sedan. Also, now talking about the all-wheel drive options. So based on my research, what I found was that all-wheel drive is not that crucial. In fact, what is more important is to have winter tires on your vehicle. But having an all-wheel drive along with the winter tires makes it a little more stable, like while driving in the winters. And as you know, most of the SUVs comes with an all-wheel drive options, unlike sedans. Though now, like a lot of sedans, not a lot of, in fact, a few sedans are coming with the options of all-wheel drive, but options are very less.
Plus in snowy conditions, if you're driving, it's better to have a more heavier and powerful car. Also, back in Toronto, when our parents were with us and we were booking Ubers, oftentimes a sedan like a Camry would come up, and we all felt that it was a little bit difficult to go in and out of such a car because of lower ground clearance. Hence, we wanted an SUV. But anyways, I like SUVs more, and Nishant couldn't argue with me.
But I trust her choice. And anyways, right now we are walking on the Policeman's Creek Trail in Canmore. So let's show you some glimpses of it and then we'll carry on with our video. Now let's talk about how much does a car cost in Canada. So we got a Mazda CX-5, which is definitely not the cheapest one in the market, and we are no car buying experts and don't even want to pretend like one, just to guide you on how to save money while buying cars, right? Because I believe that like there are no set rules for that which is going to work every single time. It depends on how the market is. Yes, there are a few things that you need to consider, which we'll keep discussing during this video, but for most of the part it depends on the market. So for example, back in 2020 when the pandemic started, suddenly like people stopped buying cars and auto sales were down, and hence brands were actually offering huge discounts to sell their 2020 models so that they can bring their 2021 cars into the showrooms. But now after the pandemic, as you all are aware, that there are supply chain issues, there is chip shortages, and because of that the supply of cars is very low, and hence no brand is actually offering any discounts. In fact, a lot of dealerships have started asking for more money from like the actual cost of the car. They're asking more than that just to get your car earlier.
And also because interest rates are rising, the financing cost is also increasing. So back in 2020 or 2021, you could get financing for anywhere from between 0 to 3%.
Correct.
But now coming to 2022, you can expect the financing cost to be anywhere between 5 to 7% depending on the car, the model, the year, and your credit score.
And I don't want to share the final price of our car here in this video because, as I said, it's not the cheapest one, and I don't want to showcase something that raises hopes for a lot of people that, okay, wow, how glamorous the life is in Canada, because the truth is it's not. Life is tough and you have to work really hard. It's just that we actually waited for 3 years and saved a small amount every single month. And that is why we were able to put a good down payment and get this particular car, that is the Mazda CX-5. But if you're still curious, you can definitely check the prices on Mazda website for Mazda CX-5 in Calgary specifically. The reason is the prices in Ontario will be a little different because you pay 13% tax in Ontario as compared to only 5% in Alberta. And I think probably that's also one of the reasons that we were able to actually push ourselves from a sedan to an SUV. And we are not done yet talking about the cost. There is more. So over and above your monthly EMI that you pay for your car, you will also be paying a monthly car insurance, which for new drivers in Canada could be almost equal to your monthly EMI. Especially if you are living in places where the population is high or even the crime rates are high. So for example, in Brampton, people are actually paying close to $500 per month for their car insurance, and that is too high. And in fact, even for us, when we started getting quotes in Ontario, the quotes that we were getting was around $380, $400, $450 per month. But here in Calgary, we are actually paying close to $250 per month. And we got the 2023 model, which is the latest one. But if we would have got the 2022 model, then our monthly insurance premium could have been a little cheaper because the 2022 model has been on road since last 1 year, so insurance companies know about its durability and reliability. But there are some ways that you can save on the car insurance, and that is basically by shopping around. So yes, get quotes from as many companies as you can and then choose the one which is the cheapest, providing you the same kind of coverage and the same kind of conditions. Another way to save some money on insurance is to bundle your auto insurance with the house insurance or the tenant insurance, and that can help you actually like get some discounts from your insurance providers. Also, there's one more way that you can get some discounts is by declaring that you will get winter tires in winters, right? So definitely check that with your insurance provider, but in that case you have to make sure that you actually get winter tires in winters, because if not, then you won't be able to claim insurance in case you get into any minor accident in winters.
But why Mazda CX-5? The looks are subjective, but look at it. It's a beauty and a well-crafted vehicle, and we both loved it.
And I'm a car enthusiast. The only thing that you will find in my YouTube suggestions is cars, mobile phones or food. And I've been following this particular car, that is Mazda CX-5, even before we landed in Canada, that is back in 2019. And I have been dreaming to buy this car. It drives really well. In fact, a lot of car reviewers compare its driving dynamics and interior quality with more premium brands like Mercedes, BMW, and Audi. And when we actually landed in Canada, we saw a lot of CX-5s on the road. It seemed as if this is the pick for a lot of Canadians as well, hence proving its credibility. Also, I was following the crash tests from IIHS, that is the Insurance Institute of Highway Safety, and Mazda CX-5 was the only compact SUV to get a good rating in the side crash test. Hence, it is one of the safest vehicles to buy as well.
So as we are heading back home, I just wanted to mention that we feel we are right about one of the perks of living in Calgary. This morning, within about 1 hour, we were here in Canmore, enjoying a beautiful hike among the mountains. And then we spent the afternoon in this cute touristy city. And now we are headed back home. And all of this within the same day.
Alright, so we reached home in the evening, but we were so tired that we didn't feel like shooting the rest of the video. So here we are the next day. But now let's get back to the video and talk about our overall car buying experience.